What's up, fellow gaming warriors? Chief Rocky here with another episode of Chief's Shipyard. Today, I'm going to go ahead and show you the interior of the Pax Imperia. I went through my votes, and again, I didn't receive any other extra votes. So, as I said before, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I've built on the inside. I did do some texturing on the outside as well, just some improvements. I put my signature little, glowing green spikes. That actually does serve a purpose, by the way. It does prevent those extra lag hits from turret fire. Of course, the FF1, the Fast Frigate 1, and Pax Imperia written here. Get the little danger zone by the artillery turret. That is a danger area from rotating, kind of like most naval ships have them. Of course, the Syndicate, now maybe the Ministry of War flag, depending on what server we're on. Same here. Down below, same thing. Pax Imperia is written on the spine. Right here. Same right here, Pax Imperia. I think the only thing left that I have not done out the exterior is probably put some of the flares, right? Like obviously green being port and red being starboard. I haven't done any of that yet, so I'll probably have to do that after this. But let's go to the interior. Alright guys, so this is the little hangar bay. It's little. Yeah, let's get set down here. It's a tiny hangar bay. Why? Because I'm designing this to mostly function more like a area to stow a survival pod or a survival SV. So it's basically going to be a survival SV used to escape or go to the planet's surface. It will be designed to have a jump drive on it, a warp drive. So it's basically like if this ship is coming under heavy attack and we get to abandon ship, everybody jumps in this and hauls butt. If I could fit 2 of them in there, it'd be great, but I'm only designing it to fit 1. Alright, so in this hangar bay, the survival pod would be, and everything that you would need to do before you got in there. Right, so there would be like this emergency med station, emergency O2 station, emergency armor, and repair station. And up in the overhead, you would have ammunition station, oxygen, right? And just extra accoutrement that I could just fit in there. Obviously, there's RCSs throughout the ship. I'm not going to disclose all of them because some of them are embedded. Right here, you have the gravity generator and the offline protection. And some fuel piping going around to the fuel tanks. Right here, you have some piping and electric circuitry behind it. We have our 2 guards. Of course, my ships are designed to be more alien looking, so I'll go for the alien style crew on guard. They're very limited on the alien crew, but I still like it. Alright, so on either end we have more fuel tanks and generators, and there's a little access port here in case we got to make repairs. Right, so there's 4 on each end here, and then of course we have our aft hold right here. So the aft hold, there's also a forward hold, and obviously the aft ammo locker, or actually not locker, aft magazine. Alright, let's go forward here. Alright, so this is the main and only elevator shaft actually. So if we go up, oh, that block should be textured. Why is it not textured? I always do that. Like, I'll go and I'll show you guys this stuff, and then guess what? I found one that's just not textured. Alright, what is this supposed to look like? Okay, it's textured right now. Okay, so we'll go down first. Okay, so down below here, this is the generator pathway. Alright, so you can see in here, there's generators. I'm thinking about actually putting like an access cut right here, so you can get to the generators. These are the main generators. You can see obviously the fuel piping connecting it as well. But again, I'm probably going to make an access cut here with probably the garage style or shutter doors so you could access it. But again, this is like your generator room. So I'm going to do access cuts here. Something I was thinking about as we went. So obviously this is the main, how could I say, control room. This is the control bunker, basically. So if the pilot house goes down, all control go back to here. This is the engineering / combat control station. Heavily bunkered inside the ship. It's well protected because obviously the warp drive is right there. A lot of electronics in here feeding into this stuff. So this bunker room is basically the main brain for the ship. Alright, let's go up one. More O2 tanks. Alright guys, so engine control, mess decks, armory, forward hold, and the ammo magazines are up forward. This is the main entrance into the ship. You got one on both sides. I always use shutter doors because it's harder to break those off. Alright, so let's go down here, forward into the armory, forward hold, and the magazine. Alright, here we got a receptionist. This guy manages all the forward hold. That's his job. So you got the starboard ammo magazine. Boom. Full of ammo lockers. Surprising. Again, this is the forward hold. All of these storage containers. And then the forward armory. And then the port ammo magazine. Let's go up one. And of course, this is the port entranceway as well. Same thing. You got the signs telling you where you're going. Let's go up into the mess decks. 2 refrigerators. Obviously, the mess decks bustling with the crew. You got a food processor here. Plenty of seating for everybody. You got some already sitting, chilling, relaxing, taking the Sunday off. It's holiday routine. All my Navy folks know what I'm talking about. And in here, actually, let me show you, is medicals. Come on, man. I don't know what's going on. This ship is kind of leaning, I think. I don't want to do that. Let's get rid of this tool. Alright, so the crew's berthing and CO's cabin is over here. Medical is that way. So let's go ahead and check out the crew's berthing. So I did this kind of like a regular style US Navy vessel would be, where you got the bathing and the shower sink room right here. And then, of course, you have your little passageway here going around, and you get all your bunks. So they could get to all their bunks, and they're good to go. And then the CO's cabin is right here. His own private shower, his private toilet, his desk, of course, his bed. He's got a bookshelf for all of his study material and his own little wardrobe. And of course a lamp, not something on the ceiling. So, and of course carpeting, so he could come over here and grab this, and then hardwood floors so he could roll around on his desk. This is the CO's cabin. This block is here because the armory is below it. So I had to put something there. So yes, it's a little step, but like most Navy ships, there's not a lot of room. The mess deck is probably the biggest space, which makes sense. That's where people eat. Alright, and then we are down into medical. Medical is unique because I designed it to where it's over top of the main engine room, and you can actually see the fuel piping going into some of the fuel tanks. Of course, the piping coming out, feeding other areas, and then you can see the actual generators below. I thought that was super cool to be able to see that in medical. Like you can see down in the engine room. You got your medical receptionist here. Obviously the sign's telling you if you go back this way, it takes you to obviously the mess decks, forward hold, armory, and ammo magazines. Yeah, all your medical supplies you need here. Here's the elevator shaft again, and you can see people coming up and down. You know, you got an oxygen tank, you got your cryo chamber, you can access it. Everything you need for medical wise, it's here. Alright, let's go back to the elevator shaft. So if we go down one, that's obviously back to the hangar bay. If we go down one, that's obviously to the engine room and engine control. So let's go up. It's the only place left. And we are on the bridge, people. Again, here are the guards. And we'll go over here to this area. This area is the radar control station and the gun control station. And again, we're leaning again for some reason. I don't know why. And over here, we have navigation control. That's what this guy's doing right here. And we have thrust control. So this is actually a backup pilot seat. And then the main bridge and the pilot seat right here. And he's got a pretty good view, actually. One thing I like about this bridge that Scapegoat had done, it's just utterly beautifully designed. It's a little different now that I did this, but it's still utterly beautifully designed. And I don't like that. That should not happen. Alright, I did make some changes in the outside. There's no way out here from here. You got to go back to the hangar bay. Inside, that's really it, guys. It's there's not a lot of room to this ship, but I made the best I could out of everything. Let's go out, and I'm going to show you guys something here real quick. It's going to be really tight trying to get ships in here too, because this is kind of here. I don't want to get rid of this. I eventually probably will. I think the next episode of Chief Shipyard, I'm going to be designing the actual escape pod or survival vessel that fits in here. But here we go. I lessened some of the thrusters, and obviously I put some detail blocks in here. I gotta fix that before I do this blueprint. Always finding stuff on my videos. I don't know why. I lessened the thrusters, and of course put some deco around it, you know, like the fuel tanks coming to feed the thrusters. I kind of like that accent there. Yeah, and that's pretty much all the significant changes to the Pax Imperia. Other than that, she's roaring to go. The next phase of this is combat testing. So I'll have to pull this out. I've already talked to Spange. We're gonna get the guys together, him, Lucy, Static, pull this onto a server somewhere that allows us to kind of spawn these in and go head to head and combat test the crap out of her. But I'm pretty excited and pretty stoked about it. I'm gonna make those fine-tuned off camera, obviously, and the next episode of Chief Shipyard with this CV will be combat testing her. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I didn't disappoint with the way I presented the interior. I did not want to get away any of my trade secrets, but at the same time I wanted you guys to understand how I designed and what it looked like on the inside, just kind of close it out. But if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that's all I got for you guys. Chief Rocky out.